Alright guys, this is College Silver Stacker. I wanted to do a quick video and try and go over some stacking basics that I've learned. So first you got to understand why are we collecting silver? And for each person this is going to be a little bit different reasoning. For me personally, the way I see it is 1 ounce of silver has historically always been worth 10 days hard human labor. So back in the Roman Empire, you would get 1/10 of an ounce of silver as a soldier. So picture your factory workers, your soldiers, the field laborers, the ones that got paid the least. A day's labor was worth 1/10 of an ounce. So this ounce is worth 10 days hard human labor. It was the same way in the 1900s, and with the factory workers, they'd get mercury dimes, which is a 1/10 ounce of silver. So when you're stacking, let's say we have an economic collapse, and the fiat currency disappears. The Ponzi scheme of money goes away. Well, I now have a hard asset. This I can trade for stuff. Now, you have to understand that in a major, complete, all-out collapse, no, you're right. People are not going to want silver in the first few months. They're going to want food, water, ammo. They need shelter. Those things are essential, and you need to have those. So, yeah, I mean, you need, you need your ammo. You need the guns that'll shoot the ammo. Okay, so we got our guns and our ammo taken care of. We need our food supply, at least 3 months supply of that for each person in your household. You need your water supply. You need at least 3 months supply for each person in your household. So once you have all of that taken care of, the economy is going to come back in some way, shape, or form. I mean, come on, we've had 10,000 years at least of human civilization. So when it comes back, this is where your wealth is at. Guns and ammo helps you survive. Silver helps you prosper. And so the thing is no matter how the economy comes back, silver is always going to be an industrial metal. And the industries are going to need a lot of it to get things back on track. Every one of your electronics has silver in it. All major appliances, your TV, everything has some amount of silver in it. And they need tons of this stuff to produce for everybody that is in the civilization right now. So that's where, your 5 ounce, your 10 ounce bars, those are where those are going to come in, because that's what those industries are going to want to buy from you. So they're going to want to get as much as they possibly can. And this is going to be worth a lot of money. Think about it. Let's say there's a 10th ounce of silver in your laptop. And so we're talking maybe, $3 worth of silver or something like that right now. But we had total collapse of the money. Suddenly, it's now worth $100. Well, they're just going to charge you more. They're not going to think twice about it because you have to have the silver. So it's industrial, it's medical uses, all of that is where the silver is. And this is where you're going to make your money after the collapse comes back. While everybody else is just scraping up a survival, they may have guns and ammo, but if they don't have precious metals, they'll survive, but they won't have any wealth. People in the Great Depression, as soon as the Depression was over and they were able to start over again, those that had hard assets, had land and metals, they were wealthy after the Depression. Yes, you needed stuff to trade while it was in it, and this may not have been worth much then. But while everybody else, their 401ks dried up and they had to start from scratch, the families that had precious metals and such were automatically on top. They automatically had wealth to restart their economies, restart their empires with. And that was the hard physical asset that they were able to trade in. So that's why we collect silver, because we know the collapse is coming, but we also know that the collapse won't last forever. So make sure you get your food, You get your water, you get your guns and ammo, and then you stack your silver. Because this is where your hard asset is. This is what's going to preserve that wealth no matter what comes. And all of these different types, they've got different time frames on them. So, like, these are going to be good while economy is good. While collectors are wanting money, you can flip these and increase your stack. Increase the total amount of ounces that you have. Stuff like this, at the end of the day, this is a round. It's a generic, but it's got a lot of collector's value. So while the economy is good, collectors are out, people are wanting stuff like this, you can make money off of this. And you can increase your stack. But at the end of the day, you can also trade it in for melt value if needed. If total economy collapses, whatever, the refinery will still take this. It's still pure silver. You may not get what you want out of it, but again, you got to remember the time frame that these things are meant for. Each one has its own unique purpose. The 5 and the 10 ounce bars, those are all good for the end time when everything is collapsed. You're just starting to get back into things. You can quickly give a refinery, 5 ounces. They're going to hand you $500 an ounce when it comes down to it. So that's why you want these heavier stackers. They're easy to store. They don't take up a lot of space. The more ounces in each bar, the less space it's going to take up. So that's where these are really helpful. Again, those are not investment pieces. These, like the kookaburras and stuff, those are investment pieces. They help you build your stack now. You flip them, get more ounces. The 10 ounce bars, the 100 ounce bars, those are your long term. We're just holding it for the sake of holding silver and having that hard physical asset. All right, this is long enough. Thank you guys. This is College Silver Stacker signing off.